What you have just seen is a video of Shanghai, maybe taken 2 or 3 days ago, of the streets and how deserted it is. It's actually quite funny. At the beginning, there's a policeman just on a really big six-way lane, kind of like freeway, so to speak, within the city, with nothing to do. Now, this report I usually do live, but for some unknown reason, it takes a long time to get monetized. So I'm just going to record this, so I really don't know what this is going to do. Welcome to the channel. It's the 5th of May, Thursday, 2022, and I'm just going to zip through this basically while on the computer. Now, the first image that we're seeing here, you can see some trucks, and some of these trucks actually contain, they look like portaloos, toilets, and these are actually going to a quarantine center. Now, I can't sort of like specify where, but I could do it. I could guess that this is going to be outside Shanghai. There are some small areas that have eased lockdown a little bit. I mean, a little bit, like you can go out of your commune or your community and maybe you're allowed to go shopping, but this is a tiny percentage of a population of Shanghai of 25 to 26 million there. The next image, now when they mean lockdown, they mean lockdown. This person isn't being isolated because they've tested positive. If you get tested positive, basically you go to the quarantine center. Your apartment building will get locked down, and if you do try to escape, well, they will come and make sure that you physically can't get out by putting an iron bar and the gates as well, that you just can't escape, and it's being monitored all the time by the COVID police. And if you do test positive, or any kind of reason why you're going to a quarantine center and it's so chaotic in this nature that some people have been tested negative and they've been to the quarantine center and they can't get back home, for example. Or another one could be, here are the buses, for example, and this is where you're going to stay for the next 14 days in these very unhygienic conditions, which we've seen before. It is all just a great shame with this. On to the next slide. This is a queue. Now, this is a queue in the map I'm going to show you next. Now, you may remember last year they had this really big flood with 600 millimeters of unprecedented rain. This is the same area in Henan province, and these people are all going to be tested. You can see how long the queue is. It just goes on forever and ever. You could say this is the downsize of living in a population of 1.4 billion. If you want to do something that's a physical movement, then it's going to take time. Hence, this is why China does lots of things online. Now, we know about the lockdown in Shanghai. We know about the possible lockdown in Beijing, but in Henan, you can see there on the map, this is where things are going a little bit crazy at the moment, and I did publish a video yesterday late in the evening, my time, so whatever time that was for you, related to people panic buying. Now, are they going to leave the city, or are they going to go shopping? Now, many people actually decided to, well, you can see from this image here, try to get away from the city, but also at the same time people are going to stay in the city and they would go shopping. So this is like downtown. This is the main area of this the city in Henan province. Let me get the right pronunciation. And you can see it's just absolutely chaotic. What the local government is trying to do is actually spin a positive bit of news with it, because imagine that there are lots of people buying food. So they said this was early in the morning on the 4th of May, for example, and you can see a well-stocked supermarket and 1 or 2 people buying and saying everything's okay, you don't need to go to the supermarket, and this is their propaganda, saying everything's fine. Now, we can't verify any of this, but all these come from the social media in China, like Weibo, and some people who jumped over the firewall using a VPN to this. But have a look at this. This is people, or these are people clamoring for food. And again, this is in Henan province. This is not Beijing or Shanghai. This is in another area. So who to believe? Would you believe like the state media that possibly made that video when the supermarket was closed? You can see some images here as well of people who are just buying meats, etc. in big bulks. More videos related to it. There's panic buying because they don't know the future. They can't get out of the city, so they're scrambling because they know what happened in Shanghai, and they don't want it to happen there as well. And the queues just go on and on. That really is all I got to report about for today on the 5th of May 2022. As always, that like, subscribe and share would be absolutely epic. I do put some of these videos on Messenger as well, so if you're not on YouTube then you wouldn't be hearing this, but they are on Messenger as well. I know the quality is not the best quality in the world. In China, when they send a video, it's compressed to like 720. If your camera doesn't have 720, it's going to be at 360 or 480, so it's not the best in the world. I will leave you with a video that I did make last night related to Henan province, but I wish you all a happy day, and again, take some time to pray and think of the poor people who are suffering, because it's not their fault, and it's the fault of just one person, and that one person wants to be re-elected for 2022. We know who we're talking about. Don't we, Winnie? God bless. Thank you.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.